8:30 from WLS in Chicago. You know, the best candy on Earth, regardless of size, comes from Mars. Would you really believe that? You think, it's the candy company, Mars. All right. Junior bars in the polyethylene bag of regular bars, one at a time, by Mars.
The bright sound, the brightest sound, the brightest sound around, the brightest sound in town is here in Chicago. WLS.
Every day is a holiday with the bright sound of Summertime 64 and the news 58 times each day here at Channel 89 WLS Radio in Chicago.
Cold, Golden Budweiser. That Bud, that's beer.
Hey, you bet your life it is. We said that we'd donate a little portion of our show here, as short as it is, to a kind of a happy birthday to a feller named, well, I think you know his name, don't you, huh? Yes! His name happens to be Paul McCartney. Hey, now, come on, let's keep the yuck girl out of here. His name happens to be Paul McCartney, and this happens to be a birthday of his today, and I want to acknowledge many cakes and things that came through, because I think so many Beatle fans were, of course, aware of the fact that they were totally unable to get a cake or any kind of birthday greetings off to him for his birthday today. But Paul, of course, as everybody knows, is left-handed, and many people decided they were going to be left-handed today. I'm left-handed the rest of the year, so I thought I'd be right-handed for the day. That didn't work out either. Paul is known as the cute one. His favorite color is blue, and his favorite record goes like this.
It feels so right now, hold me tight. Tell me I'm the only one, and then I might never be the lonely one. So hold me tight, tonight, 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 tonight. It's you. Hold me tight. Let me go on loving you tonight, tonight. Making love to only you. So hold me tight, tonight, 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 tonight. It's you. Don't know what it means to hold you tight. Being here alone tonight with you. It feels so right now. Hold me tight. Tell me I'm the only one, and then I might never be the lonely one. So hold me tight, tonight, 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 tonight. It's you. Don't know what it means to hold you tight. Being here alone tonight with you. It feels so right now. Hold me tight. Let me go on loving you tonight, tonight. Making love to only you. So hold me tight, tonight, tonight, tonight. It's you.
Thank you, Brother Paul. 26 before 9. Here's Ringo Ron with you with a bit of a birthday celebration for one there who happens to be in Australia with the rest of the boys on a good tour. These boys have to lead a pretty sheltered life, too, whether you know it or not, because I realize so many of you have asked and said, and as I've mentioned before on other shows, so many of you said, is it going to be possible to meet the Beatles when they come into town? We want to see them. Will there be a press conference or anything like that? But you don't realize, since they've become popular, their lives have made them virtually prisoners, you know, with their fame. They're smuggled in and out of theaters and back passages in order to avoid being mobbed. They can't even eat out in public or go to a movie for fear of being recognized and creating a riot. You know, what good's a squash beetle? So you have to be kind of careful. And even when they want to go to the movie, they've set up some private theaters. And the guys have to be herded off, and that's the way they live. So they're prisoners of their own fame. Romance, of course, is out. They go here and there, and they have dates, but of course, a lot of the fans wouldn't like it too much if the boys were seriously involved romantically. And they've made a vow really not to be, with the exception of the one married beetle. They've made a vow not to be, and they turned around, and if they do, sometime while they're up on the top like they are right now, well, they'll let the world know about it first. It's 24 before 9 o'clock, 87 WLS degrees. Have a love affair.
Have a love affair.
Oh, good.
Be kissed,
Have a love affair.
be kissed.
Have a love affair with the sun.
And be kissed with a golden Bain de Soleil tan. Bain de Soleil, first choice at smart clubs and resorts. Dark in color, rich in oils, Bain de Soleil gives moisturizing protection too. And for sunning away from the beach, try new white, non-oily Bain de Soleil. Wear it with sports clothes, it won't stain. There's no tan like a Bain de Soleil tan. Rich, deep, long-lasting. Get Bain de Soleil by Antoine. Famous dark and new white, non-oily.
Have a love affair with the sun.
Bain de Soleil.
So we're not doing too horribly much in honor of Paul's birthday, with the exception of playing some of his not only favorite records that the Beatles have cut, but some of the ones that he takes lead in or sings solo in for you. We have a lot of cakes around here, and I'm going to thank the people who brought them in just a moment or two. I want to open the window for just a half a second because Bruce is out here, and he's such an avid anti-Beatles fan. Bruce, crowd's out there in the alleyway looking up at him as usual. Bruce, I just wonder if you'd come into the studio for just a minute and like, say happy birthday to Paul or something.
What are you kidding? I'd never come in. I'd never say happy birthday to him
Close the window, please. Oh, boy. What a sickie, huh? That boy is really crackers, like right out of the clock. He wouldn't even do it, for a friend, for a pal.
Ah, sounds like summer. Ah, summer. The good sound of summer.
Summertime, summertime.
A good time. WLS presents the good sound of summer.
Have a full look at the weather forecast coming up for you in just a moment or two, but right now, here's Paul, and he sings A Taste of Honey.
A taste of honey, tasting much sweeter than wine. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. I dream of your first kiss, and then I feel upon my lips again a taste of honey, a taste of honey. Tasting much sweeter than wine. While we'll return, yes, I will return. I'll come back for the honey and you. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Yours was the kiss that awoke my heart. There lingers still, though we're far apart, that taste of honey, a taste of honey, tasting much sweeter than wine. While we'll return, yes, I will return. I'll come back, he'll come back for the honey, and you.
20 minutes before 9 o'clock, Art Roberts at 9 tonight, and he's going to have a bit of a Paul salute for you later on, too. We're going to acknowledge some of the cakes here as we cut into them, but right now, let's get something to go along with it.
Hey! How about a nice Hawaiian punch?
Pardon me?
How about a nice Hawaiian punch?
Oh, okay. Hey, that's real fruit juice.
I think so. Think it's good. Think it's good. Let's see. We have a cocoa-colored Happy Birthday Paul cake that came in for me and Bruce. What's birthday, by the way? Get this. It's spelled out on top with Paul's favorite food, Kraft cheese slices. Anyway, it came in from. You're kidding? Kidding Caboodle and the Beatles 6. All right. Also, Corinne and Gail brought in a couple of cakes. One is for Paul, and the other was St. Vincent's Orphanage for St. Vincent's. We called in some people from St. Vincent's. They're coming in a little later on and pick up a few cakes too, because really there is a lot more than I can eat, and Art even more than Mort Krim can eat. And he's away on vacation. If he knew about the cakes, he'd be back. I'll tell you that. This is a pretty one, white and pink frosting. Over here in the corner, let's see. Yeah, another great-looking pink and white cake from Peggy and Roberta, and they brought it all the way from Wheaton, Illinois by train, which I think was very, very wonderful. Another chocolate one. I don't know who it came from. Happy birthday, Paul, it says. WLS radio, guitar in it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All written in blue with pink flowers and a big picture of Paul on it. Sue and Dorothy, Art will tell you about that one, because Ed has a beautiful cake that came into him this afternoon, and he'll tell you about that. There's a lot of parties going on. Let's see, I had part of a Paul cake sent in by Denise and Roseanne of Toluca, Illinois, and an Angel Food from Schools Unincorporated, Julie Watt in Broadview, and Denise Miller brought it along with a beautiful tie tack and some nose plugs here to wear when Lovely's around. I think it's very nice here. I more than appreciate it. All of the cakes, and I know the kids at St. Vincent's are going to really like them, too.
Oh, Frankie!
He's fabulous Frankie, a great big living dream, and when he passes, just listen to him scream.
Oh, Frankie! But in the close-ups, he's kind of yuck.
His breath is bad, and man, that's sad, because he could be the greatest lover that this world has ever seen if he'd get wise to that gum Dentine.
Dentine?
Dentine.
Dentine. Cleans your breath when you haven't got a brush.
When I haven't got a brush?
Dentine.
Dentine?
Dentine.
Now let's pause while we change the scene.
I got the message. Now I chew Dentine.
Hey there, Frankie. Your breath is so clean.
Now he's the greatest lover that the world has ever seen.
Thank you, buddy, for the tip on Dentine.
Sure, it cleans your breath when you haven't got a brush. Dentine.
Dentine?
Dentine.
Now, fabulous Frankie, he's a living dream, and in the close-ups,
Oh, Frankie.
thanks to Dentine.
Dentine?
Dentine cleans my breath when I haven't got a brush.
Frankie.
Get him, honey.
Yes, dear.
Shut up.
All right. 17 before 9. Ron Riley here, and here's Bouncy back.
Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll ride home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. I'll pretend that I'm missing the lips I am missing, and hope that my dreams will come true. And then while I'm away, I'll ride home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. All my loving I will send to you. All my loving, darling, I'll be true. Close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. And then while I'm away, I'll ride home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. All my loving I will send to you. All my loving, darling,
25 in the windy city of Chicago here on Old Paul's 22nd birthday. 87 at Midway. It's 83 at O'Hare. 86 downtown at Grant Park. The humidity is 57. Partly cloudy skies, warm and humid. Thunder showers likely. Low tonight in the lower 70s. Tomorrow over the windy city of Chicago. Should be sunny, less humid, and not quite so warm with a forecasted high tomorrow in the upper 80s. Now, the drummer's name is Ringo. Man, he has a real fab beat. The story of the Beatle Boys here, if I may. Starts out as, have you heard about the Fabulous Beatles, the four lads from Liverpool? If you haven't, let me tell you, they're a group that's real cool. The drummer's name is Ringo. Man, he has a fab beat. And unless you're real crackers, you'll say he's terribly neat. His real name is Richard Starkey, but he's changed it now to Star. He's a blue-eyed only child with a nose that sticks out far. Paul McCartney's the cute one. He plays the bass guitar and vies for popularity with drummer Ringo Starr. Jane Asher is his girlfriend, and some say that they're engaged, but if they are, they'll send his fans into a fit of rage. George Harrison is the quiet one. He plays the lead guitar, and he likes to spend his extra time driving a new Jaguar. He created the Beatles' haircut when he couldn't find a comb. We're also glad he lost it. If he had it, wouldn't be known. John Lennon's the married boy. He wears no wedding ring. He and Beatle Paul together write the songs they sing. Jell-O is his favorite food. His favorite color is green. He hates to wear his glasses, but does when he's not seen. And now you've heard of the Beatles, so what are you going to do? You're going to go out and buy their records and be a Beatle fan. That's true. Thank you, Sharon Holt, for that one.
Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Figaro, 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 Figaro.
It's new. And Figaro. Figaro in cologne, aftershave, and soap. Men's toiletries with a continental air from Monsieur Lambin. Yes, the same wonderful Lambin you know so well now brings you grooming accessories made for a man. Toiletries so new he can't possibly already own them. Introduce your man to Monsieur Lambin. This Father's Day, ask for...
Figaro, 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 Figaro.
From Monsieur Lambin.
Will do. Good evening, Ron Riley on a Thursday night in Chicago. Let's move on with another Paul-type song, huh?
I'm gonna tell that man about Uncle John. He said he had the busy body going on and baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, baby. John right now. Uncle John was young, tall, sad. Saw Mary coming in and yelling, baby. Yeah, baby. Oh, baby. John right now.
period, O'Hare, 86 at Grand Park, everybody. And I think to kind of make our party a little bit on the complete side, we should pour in some ice-cold Coke.
Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola, things go better with Coca-Cola, things go better with Coke. Life is much more fun when you're refreshed.
And Coke refreshes you best.
It's the refreshingest.
Food goes better with, fun goes better with, you go better with Coke.
The real life one puts extra fun in you and everything you do. So things go better with Coca-Cola,
Things go better with Coke.
Well, last cake, I forgot to tell you about this little note came in from a bunch of Beatlemaniacs who love Paul McCartney and